Welcome, Herd fans, to Giving Tuesday live from the Dutch Miller deck. I just wanted to start by saying thank you to all of our generous donors who've given so far. We are at $46,000 currently, nearly halfway to our goal. Thankful for our generous contribution from Daniel and Dr. Pamela Stallo for matching the first $25,000 in gifts. We're just super excited to interview some of our student athletes and potentially get some of our staff on here as well to talk about the impact you can make on Marshall athletics. We have some cool incentives, too, for Giving Tuesday. Every donation of $100 or more, you will receive exclusive Gridiron Marco crew neck, and every donation of $60 or more, you get these Marshall Athletic Fund car coasters here. So we are super excited about that, and we have some great guests that we want to get you to ask some questions even, and I will definitely ask some questions to them too. The first person that we have up is Miss Ellie Berry, a senior standout volleyball player from Huntington, West Virginia. We're going to welcome her up here now. You can go ahead and grab the mic. Welcome to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook Live. The entire internet is looking at us now as donations are rolling through on the Jumbotron. You could just introduce yourself first if you like.
Okay, perfect. As you said, my name's Ellie Berry. I'm from Huntington, a local, so born and raised. Went to Huntington High. And I'm on the volleyball team. I just finished my 4 years just the other week, so it's still fresh. I'm a fresh volleyball alum now. But yeah, I'm continuing my education here at Marshall, going to get my master's, and I'm actually this spring going to be on the track and field team, so throwing some javelin. So while I'm done with volleyball, I'm still a student athlete. Can't get rid of me.
That's right. That's right. Take every opportunity you can. I had a bunch of bonus time myself, and also I know your dad played two sports here at one point too. So that's runs in the family being a dynamic athlete. So my first question for you is, what made you choose Marshall for your volleyball career, and how do you think that decision shaped your life?
Yeah, so definitely going off of what you just said, my father played both football and basketball here at Marshall. So when I was looking at colleges in high school, Marshall was always on my mind. And when it got time to make that decision, it just felt right. It obviously felt like home. As I said, I'm from here. And the team felt right, coaches felt right, and so I made that choice to come here. I just wanted to follow in my father's footsteps, but also, pave a way for myself. And I've done, been able to do exactly just that. So, yeah.
Nice. A legacy student athlete, Ellie Berry here. Can you share a moment on or off the court that defined your Marshall experience for you?
Defining Marshall experience. I would say this year has really been rewarding for me, just because I've been able to be on the court a lot. So it's been really rewarding the past 4 years working towards that. I would say 2 good wins this year that we really had was a 5-set setter against Wofford. And if you don't know volleyball terms, 5-set is like a really good game because you go best of 5. So if it goes to 5, it's a good game. So we beat Wofford in 5, and we also beat Georgia Southern, which was the number 1 seed on our side, in a 5-setter as well. So both of those games were just really fun. I had my family at both of them. So just a really cool experience, good win for our program. But I would say off the court, it's cliche, but just, being with my teammates, I can't pick a specific time because I'm with them all the time, but just hanging out with my teammates, bus rides, even this past weekend, I just went and drove 6 hours to visit 2 former teammates. So it just shows you the relationships that I build here and that we all build here are so special, and that will last a lifetime.
That's awesome. I was going to dive right into that in my next question, actually, too. So how would you describe the current bond of the volleyball team right now, and what can Marshall fans expect from them in the next couple of years moving forward?
Yeah, so I'd say this year was really special. It was our head coach's first year here, and we had a little bit of a new staff, and I would say we meshed immediately, the staff and players this spring. We got straight to work, and every new piece that we added, every new person that we added this year really added to the team. And it was different this year because of our roster cuts. We were down to 18. So in the past, we've had up to 23 people on the team. So just having that smaller roster like helped us become closer because there were less of us, but also because, you know, everybody was like a crucial piece at practice. So like everyone was doing their job, everyone was doing their role, and we were able to just get super close as a team. And, you know, like I said, we hang out all the time. It's not like we go to practice and I'm like, hey, this is the first time I'm seeing you today. No, I've already seen all these people today, whether I've hung out with you, got lunch with you, got coffee with you. We're always together. So
Absolutely. I definitely get that. You're all on the same schedule, so
yeah.
you know when somebody is actually free or not. So I feel like, especially ever since we added teamwork too, you could be like, you could even see their tutoring.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're free right now. I know you got tutoring in 30 minutes, but like we could go get lunch real quick and do something.
Exactly.
So you really do spend a ton of time with your teammates if you're a quality team. And then let's see, I got one more good one here. How do you now, and did you balance academics with your athletic career, and what support systems did you have in place here at Marshall to help you thrive?
Yeah. Balancing academics and sports, I think I did a good job preparing myself in high school, just taking dual credit classes and, you know, advanced classes in high school. So I like had a little bit of, you know, experience, you know, dealing with both. Obviously coming to college was a lot, you know, more workload. Practice was a lot more workload. So I think balancing those two things kind of just flowed for me. I would say what helped me out getting here at Marshall is definitely our tutoring and advising center, the Buck. It's just super helpful. Like I'm there all the time. Even when I like don't have to have hours, I still go there because, you know, I can always get a study room. It can be quiet. And our advisors are amazing. Shout out Kaylin. She's like helped me with everything. You know, anytime
Definitely.
I have a question about anything, you know, Kaylin's there. Our advisors are there. So it's just super helpful. I don't have to ever worry about anything like that because they're always there for me. But yeah.
Nice. And then for you, what has the donor support you received this past year meant to you or your team, or in years past even too? And how did that help your experience as a player? Like what are you affecting if you give to the Big Green?
I would say the biggest thing is just, you know, being able to be here. I came here as a walk-on and I earned scholarship, so I think it's just a really cool thing to be a part of. And also, like, my teammates come from all across the country, and without donor support, we want to be able to get all of them and across the country, out of the country as well. You know, I have a teammate from Italy, a teammate from Puerto Rico. I've had teammates from all over the globe. So your donation really goes to our recruiting process, and I'm able to get all these great people here on my team, and we're able to get great people here on campus. As well as, you know, we had some donors this year donate, you know, some new netting systems. We've had the Terraflex donated to us. Yeah. So just like really good equipment that, you know, is crucial to our sports, my sport, you know, other sports who get equipment and stuff from donors. I think just those donations like go a long way, more than you would think. And this year especially, we've had a lot of dinners with donors. So when we were at Georgia State, we went to a donor's house in Atlanta, and just donors are everywhere, and it's just really cool to connect them all across, no matter wherever we go.
Yeah, the Marshall family is huge, and leaning into that, I was going to have you say thank you to a couple of donations that are coming through live as we speak. You can look right here, over there. But
yes.
Yeah, you can read all. I mean, we got a head ball coach come through right there, so thank you, Coach Zirkle, for making your contribution. I'll let you say thanks to a couple of these people.
Yes, I want to give a shout out. Thank you, Christian Kenworthy, Justin Mullins, Tom and Martha Wolf, Stephen Ellis, Aaron Brooks, Daniel and Dr. Pam Stallo, Corey Hill, Christy Johnson, Morgan Gravel. Hope I didn't pronounce that wrong, but thank you guys.
Yeah, and I got a couple of quick questions for you, just less serious and longer answers. What's your go-to spot to go get something to eat in Huntington?
Oh, backyard. Easy.
Backyard.
No question.
Backyard catered the entire season of the Dutch Miller deck up here as well, so we're thankful for Backyard and the Peddler up here.
Good food.
Great food there. And do you have any superstitions on game day? Anything that you had to do every game day that got you in that right state of mind? Any game day routine?
Definitely, I always slick back my hair, middle part slick back. I use the same 2 ponytails for every game day. So I'd say if that's a superstition, that would be mine.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to see if I had any more of my rapid fire questions here, but it looks like I forgot to print them off. But I think we are good for now. Thank you, Miss Ellie Berry.
Yes, of course.
And I was going to ask, what are you going to participate in moving forward in your athletic career?
Yeah, so as I said, I'm going to be joining the track and field team, and I'll be throwing javelin. So catch me outside. No.
Yeah, that's right. Catch me outside. Her career is not yet over.
Get rid of me.
It's not over. We can't get rid of her, and she's exhausting all of her eligibility as a student athlete. And we're thankful for Ellie Berry, a great ambassador of the program. And we're going to move on to some of our other guests. We're thankful for you here and thankful for the rest of our donors. We got a ton coming through right now. We're going to keep shouting you guys out and keep watching.
Perfect. Thank you.
Go Herd.
Go Herd.
And then you want to cut to the live donor screen right now as we get ready for our next guest here. Let me see. All right. Let's see. All right. We are ready to welcome on our next guest on the Giving Tuesday Instagram, Facebook, and X Live, our Vice President and Director of Athletics, Mr. Gerald Harrison. I'm sure everybody's virtually clapping their hands, giving it up for him. It's a little stale in here. Only Eric Meeks is staring at us, but we are going to ask you a couple questions here and talk about how people making contributions to the Big Green can help Marshall Athletics and help execute your great vision.
Well, it's a great opportunity to be here. This is neat. Haven't been a part of one of these before, so this is pretty good. So I appreciate it. You know, the great thing about Giving Tuesday, it gives us an opportunity not only to reach out to our supporters and folks and ask for support, financial support, and we still want that, so keep those numbers moving. But it gives us an opportunity to talk about what we're doing with it.
Right.
I think one of the mistakes that's often made, everybody thinks it goes to a building or you know, now with revenue sharing, a student athlete or anything like that. And really what we're trying to get accomplished today, we're trying to make sure that we can provide our student athletes with the best student athlete experience possible. And that's the mission of our department and what we try to do. That's a part of our herd mentality. So there's things like our new financial planning seminars, the refresh of the academic center, our re-emphasis in nutrition and strengthening what we do from a herd fuel standpoint. When you start talking about simple things like locker rooms being redone to improve the student athlete experience while they're competing. When you're talking about providing a place for them to relax in the sensory room, in the thing, those are the things that are going to make the difference for Marshall Athletics. And the only way we're going to do that is through the help of great people like those who contributed today and will continue to contribute in Giving Tuesday.
That's right. I think you answered like the first three questions I had already. No, it's perfect. It was perfect. We can dive into the next couple here too. I was just going to ask you how important that relationship between Marshall Athletics and the Huntington community is, and what it takes from the community and us as staff members living in the community. What does that relationship look like to be successful as a athletic program?
Well, the most important part of that, I'd love to say, you know, we want to go out and support the community that supports us. So I think part of it, we can ask for them to fill our stadiums, to fill the Joan, Cam, Jack, what have you, and that's wonderful. We can ask them to wear green, Kelly green on Fridays. We can ask them to do all these things, but at some point we have to give back. And a large part of my philosophy is that we're going to be out in the community just to make sure they know who they're supporting. They can put a name and a jersey number together. You know, every student athlete will compete at least 15 hours of community service this in the Huntington community this year. And then our goal, long-term goal, is to get that up to 25. And so you don't have to worry about not knowing who these young people are who are supporting, who are representing your school, this town school. And that's the neat thing, and it's part of the draw reason I came here to Marshall is because of the town and gown, the relationship between Huntington and Marshall, and that has been really neat to see. Everyone here loves the herd. We don't share with anybody.
Right.
We're not sharing with any other schools, anything. If you're in Huntington, you love the herd and the herd loves you. And we're going to take advantage of that and give ourselves the opportunity to support them.
I definitely understand it, and I live that too. And I just remember anytime I wore that Letterman that Ellie was wearing or Eric Meeks was wearing when he walked in here, walking around town, people genuinely cared. They asked about my health. They asked about what's going on over there. Do you feel good about being here? Or because I'm a big green donor and
Yep.
I feel good about where we're at. Do you? I just want to make sure you are. So having those interactions with our fans and our donors is always amazing. And
Well, now, let's be real about this. Now, you were a star student athlete. You weren't just a guy. Like you were the guy. I've heard some legends about some very important catches and things that you've had in your Marshall career. So there's a reason they want to check on you. You got any eligibility left? Can you get?
I mean, with all these waivers going around,
I think we might need.
We might get one.
If
more
that kid at Vanderbilt can still be playing, you can play.
Right, or maybe I could pull the Ellie Berry and go grab rebounds and box out or something. I don't know.
Hey, look, we all come on, come on in.
Maybe so. Another question I had, you touched on it a little bit, was any specific initiatives that we got going? You talked about the Buck refresh a little bit. Just any details on what that's going to do for our student athletes.
Well, one thing, the way our campus is set up, our athletics department, they're separated in a lot of different buildings. Mm-hmm. And so, but one central place for our student athletes is the Buck. Mm-hmm. They have to go in there for something, whether it's academic support, compliance, whatever. So what we're trying to do through the refresh is put it all in one spot. Right. It's a great facility. The people who thought of it did a great job, but now we need it functional for 2025. Right. And so now we're going to look at it from a standpoint of your student athlete development areas to be there. That will come with your professional development opportunities. That will come with the training for jobs and resume writing and all that kind of stuff. It would be a part of that. We want to give them a place to study, of course, but we don't want it to be stale.
Right.
The Buck had a little bit of a. You're going into a little library type thing. Mm-hmm. We're going to give it a little juice. We're going to give it a little juice because the way people study nowadays, nobody studies in quiet.
Right.
I go see my teenage daughter and she's in her room studying. The television's on. She got her AirPods or speakers. Xander's going to kill me because I can't remember the name of it. The beats on her head, and she's still doing all her. And that's what our student athletes are the same. So we want to give them a place where they're welcome to do that.
Right.
Sometimes you need to go talk to your nutritionist. Sometimes you want to deal with your mental health issues in a private area. So we got soundproof rooms that they can go in and meet with counselors full time. That'll be right there in the building. And one thing I'm very excited about that is the sensory room. Yeah. And so there's a place where, sometimes you just need to be in the dark. Put your headset on, listen to some music, catch a little rest between classes, recharge your battery, and get to work. Right. And all that'll be under one roof with new furniture, new carpet, new look, new Buck.
Yeah, that makes sense. Things are always changing, and people always say the ever-changing landscape of athletics, and it's really true. And we're going to adapt with that for sure. So when you're making contributions to the Big Green, you're a part of an adapting program that's looking to continue to compete for championships, as we always have at Marshall University. I got some fun rapid fire questions.
All right,
now.
Fun rapid fire questions.
So we just need to know, what is your go-to meal in Huntington?
That's a good one because I get asked that a lot. So let me ask you this question before I answer that: is that with my wife or is that my choice of where I'm going to eat?
How about if you were in a time crunch and it's lunchtime and you just got to go get something in Huntington?
All right, time crunch, got to go get something in Huntington. By myself, I like it's gonna be funny. Central City Cafe. Okay. I like the Central City Cafe. It's easy. Yep. I can go in there, good home cooking, get something quick, and get out of there. Now I'm the youngest person in there by 20 years. Okay. And that's pretty impressive. But I enjoy that. If not, their backyard.
Okay. And then if you were doing the dinner with your wife.
Oh no, then it's definitely backyard. She will eat backyard every day of the week. Now my later space, if I'm just I'm by myself, it's 21.
21. Yeah. Can't go wrong with 21.
Yep.
I know you've been here for about 6 months now, 5 months now. 4,
5, somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere in there. And you've experienced some of our fall game days, some of our winter game days now. What is your favorite Marshall game day tradition that you've experienced so far?
Oh, that's great. First favorite game day. I'm gonna tell you what I do love, and I've been to a lot of places. I love our run out.
Yep.
You know, with the green smoke,
Yep.
and the flags go up, the 4 flags with her, and like it's right on perfect beat with Thunderstruck. Great job out of marketing department. That was one of the things I enjoy. I mean, I really enjoy because it's the same. It gives me a little bit of a chill every time it happens.
Yeah.
Now, other than that, I love going around the tailgates. So we have a pretty tight schedule, but I go around the different tailgate areas and meet people and talk to folks, and they like to invite me to, try some of their food.
Yep.
I've been a little skeptical on that.
Okay.
But,
yeah, you got to be careful sometimes.
well, you got to be careful. But the more I know them, the more I'm in there.
Yeah. This one is a good test of your knowledge of all of our student athletes, I guess.
Oh, jeez.
If you could trade places with any Marshall athlete for one day, who would it be and why?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. The football player that doesn't get hit. No,
There you go. Maybe Orkin Quinn is a good answer. He's a great athlete.
You know what? If it wasn't for the pressure of kicking field goals, so I would probably say that.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of pressure on that. That's a great one. I don't anyone that runs, because I stopped running about 10 years ago.
Just to feel the thrill of the
Just to feel the thrill. No, the one thing that keeps popping in my head is we if I could be a 7'4" basketball player,
Oh, yeah.
and actually see what life's like
Right.
up there for a little while.
Yeah.
And I would definitely try to pronounce his last name, but I'm gonna butcher it. So I don't
Matt
want.
Van Komen.
You got to. You
Matt
did
Van
good because I would
Komen.
not have
Yeah.
come up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It would be,
so, I got the first name down, but I didn't want to
Yeah.
say. But being 7'4"
That's a great answer.
I feel like that would be just to see people walk. People's response to me when I can't get on a plane.
Right. That's tough problems there, but I do want to open up the floor for you again and just say what does Giving Tuesday mean to you, and what does giving to the Marshall Athletic Fund on a day like today do for us, just to close out?
Yeah, one, what it does for me specific, it's a great reminder of the awesome support that we have from this base and from the folks, from Marshall alumni, friends, Big Green members. To see folks rally to the call, that's what it's just a great reminder. It keeps your energy going.
Yeah.
And reminds you what you're doing. It also excites me thinking about what the funds raised today will do for our student athletes. And the opportunities they'll give, because we're going to put this money 100% into them and how we serve them. There's no guess or question about where it's going. It's going 100% to our student athletes and improving their time here in Huntington at Marshall University, because when they leave here, whether they're here for 6 months or 6 years, we want them to know their life has been better when they came down 3rd Street. And that's kind of the way we feel about it.
Right. Well, that's all we have prepared for you question-wise. We are thankful for our Vice President and Director of Athletics, Mr. Gerald Harrison, for stopping by to the Giving Tuesday live stream. We've got donations rolling through. Evan, if you want to scroll down a little bit on there, we're going to have you shout out some people, and then you can move on with your evening here. But every donation today that is over $100, you get the Gridiron Marco crew neck. Every donation over $60, you get these Marshall Athletic Fund car coasters. If you hit load more there. We've got these live rolling on the Jumbotron. So if you gave today and drove down 3rd Ave, you could see your name up there, your friend's name up there. So we thought it was a good way to give you
Wait a minute, is Xander's name on there?
Xander's name was on there. I think he's given live into the chat.
Oh, nice.
How much was Xander's worth?
How much was that? $100? $10?
$10.
$1,000? No. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, if you scroll down a little bit more too.
The scroll down part is Gerald's eyes are the worst part of this process.
We got one back here too.
That's better.
Yeah.
No, it's not. We got Collins here. Who's that? Keegan Collins.
Keegan Collins.
Keegan Collins. We thank you. We got Farrell. Who's this? Farrell.
Yeah, pull it up on the computer right here.
Okay.
This is.
Gerald's eyes is bad. They're bad. They didn't hire me because I can see. A huge shout out to Greg Darby, Robert and Jenna Stone Street, $1,000. We like those. Hey, but we're not going to forget about you there, Morgan Gravel. We're in there. We thank you for your $100 donation. Aaron and Nikki Perkins, come on now. Kristen Dow, you're in there for $100. You were in there for $100. All right, we appreciate it. Dr. Jim Butler, big time, $1,000. We need that.
Is there a charger for this?
All right. What do we got here? Lisa Lucas, appreciate you. Mark and Sammy George, you in there for
We love Mark
$250?
George.
We love Mark George. We love Mark George.
Ramey George, too, there.
Ramey. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Oh, we got everybody in here.
The whole family there. That's what it's all about.
Giving is love. Giving is love. I love it when employees give. We got Alicia in there.
There we go.
We love it when that happens. Wow. Yeah,
Galen
nice.
Cisco, Jeff Hale, Brad Boberski. We appreciate all of our gifts. We're going to definitely do our best to shout out everybody on here tonight, but we want to give special ones from coming directly from the athletic director right there.
No,
So,
that's a huge thing. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to get on the phone with Lisa Harrison and say, I didn't see your name come across here, so you got to donate. Donate to something else other than shopping in Huntington.
there we go.
But no, it's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Oh, yeah. Are you dancing with the herd?
Well, I got conned into dancing with the herd, and so I'll be out there. I think there's like a few tickets available. The money goes to charity. Lisa and I will be doing a hip hop dance.
There we go.
Yeah, hip hop dance and raising money for women's leadership.
Okay.
My wife was a former female student athlete and really believes in that. We have 2 daughters, one competing in college as well. So we want to be able to put some money toward an endowment dedicated to women leaders. And so
That's awesome.
we'll be out there, and I will give you a sample right now, but I got to learn to dance.
Okay. A little two-step. Go herd. Go herd.
There you go. All right. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yep. All right. As we get ready for our next guest here, we have a captain of the 2025 Marshall football program. A guy I played with, I love to play with, truly a fan favorite, honestly, Mr. Eric Meeks II. That is your government name, I guess, your full government. We're going to welcome him on here. I do want to, I think we can open up the chat for some questions here in a second if there's anybody who wants to answer or wants Eric Meeks to answer their questions. But I've got some for you, too. How are you doing today, Mr. Meeks?
Doing good. Thanks for having me on, Dev.
Absolutely. Hold on, let me put this down for a second. All right. Giving Tuesday is in full swing. I think we are nearing 50% of our goal. About $49,000, I believe, has come through. I'm waiting for that to refresh there. $46,000. We are thankful for all of our donors, and I can't get logged into my laptop for chat questions. I will not. We'll hop right into this then. So, you played football at Marshall for how many seasons?
This is my 5th and final season.
Fifth.
I've been here since 2021, and that's led to some older jokes from the young freshmen that just came in.
Absolutely. I know what that's all about. I played 6. You probably thought I was an old man because you were there for 2 of those. We crossed over for about 2 years. I feel like I was called Unc in a favorable way, not like a disrespectful way. So I really kind of wore that title with pride. But you've been here for 5 years. What does wearing the Marshall jersey mean to you? What is that sense of pride that comes with wearing a Marshall football jersey?
You know, over the years, I've really grown to appreciate wearing that Marshall jersey, and I think this year is actually my most special. You know, being elected captain by my peers, that was really special to me. And I think the pride that I felt intensified over the years as well because, you know, as you come in as a freshman, you don't really know what to expect. And then as you grow closer to the community and closer to the program and you meet some of these guys, you know, wearing that really means something to you. And I was really proud to wear it this final season in Huntington.
Absolutely. This can be from all time as an athlete at Marshall. What was your singular moment? It could be a personal accomplishment. It could be you pancaked a guy on 3rd down and we got the 1st down. What was your favorite moment on a game day in your time?
Man, singular moment is tough to pick out. But I think my favorite moment was our senior day in 2023. Believe it or not, I was actually on the kickoff return unit. They squibbed it to me, and I had about a 20-yard return. So that was probably one of the best moments of my career.
There's nothing.
Yeah, you're not touching the ball much as a big guy. So
right. All right. There's a limited opportunity, even as a guy on the back end and on kickoff return, to touch the football. So that's a great answer there. How has Marshall football, Marshall athletics prepared you for your life after football?
I think they've done a great job, teaching me time management, responsibility, accountability, all the big things that you learn in sports. But I think they did a really good job of driving it home and using our facilities and programs to really prepare us for the future. We've had financial people come in, mental health, so everything you need, Marshall really has, and I really appreciate that.
That's awesome. You said you've played your last ball here. What's one thing that you're gonna miss the most? It could be anything.
I'm gonna miss chopping it up with the guys in the locker room. I feel like that's a big part that a lot of former players miss, especially with the past teams that I've been on. There's been some great guys come through here, really personable, and I've made some really great friends around here as well.
That's awesome. I'm gonna kind of dive into these quick questions that we asked everybody else too. We're gonna start with the same one. What's your go-to meal in Huntington?
You can't go wrong with some La Familia. They got everything good out there. From the pasta to the pizza, it's pretty top quality.
That is. And I will frame it more like I did for Ellie. Is there a game day tradition, things you have to do on game day before the game that if you didn't do it, you would feel like you were off?
Before the game, I'm drinking a energy drink right before we run out on the field. I usually do about half of one before and half of one at halftime,
okay.
And that usually does me pretty good throughout the game.
That's the only thing? No specific tape combination or?
There's superstition in that too. I'd get the same tape, put the gear on the same way every game day, get in my little flow state, and go from there.
That's what it's all about. Ellie said she had the specific ponytails. No hairstyles for you though.
Specific
beard trim.
Put on a headband and rock out.
Okay, the headband. See, there is. It was a decent question there. If you could describe your experience with Marshall in one word, what would it be?
First, I want to say amazing because, like I said earlier, I've met some great people here and I've had a really good time here throughout my 5 years. And then if I could use one more word, it would be passionate as well because, you really feel passion from all the fans and everyone in the community, and I think that connects really well with the university, and I think that's pretty unique.
Yeah. That's great stuff. Eric Meeks, team captain. This guy right here was a great teammate to play with. I remember him holding it down on scout team, paying his dues as a young guy when I was there, and it was exciting to see you flourish into the player that you became this year, man.
Thank you.
As I'm pulling up some of these gifts that have come through today, I got one final question on the Marshall Athletic Fund helps cover costs for scholarships, for sports medicine, for nutrition, and many different things, equipment, while you're playing as an athlete. Like, how does something like nutrition or sports medicine, stuff that people wouldn't even think about they're contributing to, like our athletic director mentioned, how do those couple of things there impact you on a daily basis?
My time, it's really been amazing to see the transition that Marshall Athletics has made. When I first got here as a freshman in 2021, we didn't have an athlete dining hall, how the weight room nutrition bar was. Mm-hmm. So, just seeing how we've progressed throughout the years, now we have that athlete dining hall over in the student center, which is, I think, really big for our athletes to, get the right nutrition and remain competitive, across any form of, level of competition there.
Yep.
And then, even improvements in the buck. I know that was mentioned as well. I think that was really big for the student athletes academically. Yeah,
herd fuel definitely fuels the herd, if you will, to many championship opportunities in the past couple of years. I'm going to pull up some of these donors here, and we are going to read them off, shout them out, say thanks live on stream here so they can get the recognition that they deserve. So you could start right here if you want.
All right, first we're going to shout out Ron Donnelly here. We're going to shout out Robert Adkins, Brian Lynch, Scott Cunningham, thank you so much, Barbara Thompson, and Melanie Pagliaro.
I do actually know her. She's a a great lady out in Charleston who has been very involved with the herd this past year, and we were happy to have her. Happy to have everybody on this list. So Barbara, Scott, Brian, Robert, Ron, thank you all as well. Very special shout out to David Steele. He's on here. When I saw his name come across the Jumbotron today, I should have expected it, honestly. We were very thankful for David Steele here at Marshall Athletics, and yeah, you're the man, Mr. Steele. We're going to read a couple more here. Let's see.
Okay, let's shout out Michael and Tally, Michael Maxey, Teddy and Molly Klumper, Chad and Molly Fisher, Shannon McNamara, and Rex Johnson as well.
Yep. And then we got Keith May. Thank you for your contribution today. Randy and Cindy Maynard, Cole Woodrum, Tyler Barker, Gray Cochran, Colin Braley.
Shout out Tony Gibson.
Tony Gibson.
That's my guy, man.
Tony Gibson. We do love Coach here. And when he woke up this morning, I think he saw all of the people giving on the Jumbotron. And he said, well, how do I get up there? I need the link. So we got that link to him. He got it done immediately. We're thankful for Tony Gibson giving back. Jeremy Miller, we appreciate you. Jim and Becky Mitchell, Jeffrey Kelly, Aaron and Savannah Smith, Jeff and Christy Kelly. We are thankful for all of our donors who are helping us get to that $100,000 goal. I think where it sits right now, we are at $46,236. So we had a couple, I think, come through as we were on here. I got to refresh here. That's why. William McAllister, Shelley Porter, Will Smith. Will Smith, thank you for the donation. You're making an impact on the Marshall Athletic Fund and our athletes. And Eric, you got any shout outs you want to make to some old teammates or before you sign off here, or some family?
I have to shout out Matt Bossett.
Yeah.
It's my guy. You always see him in the comments on all the Marshall posts.
Yeah, he does show you a lot of love, whether it was you promoting the reverse raffle or just a picture of you snapping the football. He's a son of Marshall as well. So
yep. Graduate. That's my guy.
We appreciate Matt. So you're all good to go, man. We thank you for joining this live stream, this first of its kind Giving Tuesday live stream here in the Dutch Miller deck. We're happy to have you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Go Herd.
Go Herd. All right. We've had our three guests on. We have had Ellie Berry, standout volleyball player. We've had Eric Meeks, captain of the football team. We've had the vice president and director of athletics on here. And I'm Devin Miller, the director of the Marshall Athletic Fund. I did want to share, while we had a couple of people on the platform, when you make your gift, you can go to marshallbiggreen.org and go to Herd Perks, the Herd Perks tab right at the top of the screen. Click that. Click Herd Perks. Activate your perks with the email that you gave with, and you can have access to thousands and thousands and thousands of deals across the nation. We're thankful for our partnership with the foundation on that perks deal. So as you can take a look at the giving screen there, we're doing an outstanding job, and it means a lot as a former athlete and a current employee that we have this type of community and this type of support from our community. We're thankful for every last one of you guys who help us get there on game day, help us get all the resources that we need to compete at a high level. So it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We have 6 hours left. It's 6 p.m. as it stands right now, and we are halfway there. So if you haven't made your gift yet, let's take a look at this Gridiron Marco crew neck. And something to say about this right here is you cannot get this. Oh, there's something in there. You cannot get this crew neck anywhere else. The Big Green is the only way to get this logo. It will not be on any other marks that are used at any other retail store. So if you want the Gridiron Marco crew neck, this is how you get it. Give $100 today on Giving Tuesday. Make your impact and get something in return. Every gift over $60 also gets this. You get this too over $100. So you can reach out to the Big Green, and we will take care of that for you. But I think we're about wrapped up here. Let's get the coasters popping off here. See that? Marshall Athletic Fund coasters there. Emily, am I missing anything? Do you want to come up here and talk? Nope, she's good. We're good. Herd strong all day long, can't go wrong. Let's see. Anybody have any questions on the internet? Because we are about to be out of here. Any what? So we are good there. I'm gonna look at my notes one more time. We might be out of here, guys. Looks like we got a couple people on Instagram, a couple people on Twitter, a couple people. We got a decent crowd. It's nice. Before it gets too stale in here, though, do we have that good copyright-free music? Let's see. I'm just trying to find the chat. Nobody in the chat? That's okay. All right, let's do our final shout-outs here. I'm going to try to, read every name. Let's do it. I know where we left off. I kind of know who we've shouted out and who we haven't, I feel like. Evan Hazlitt. I don't know if his name was said. I don't think it was. Loading. Justin Mullins. Lily Lewis. Kristen Dial. Thank you for making your contributions today to Marshall Athletics and the Marshall Athletic Fund. You are supporting the herd in a major way. No matter what the amount is, it makes a difference. I do want to shout out, give a huge thank you to Daniel and Dr. Pamela Stallo for giving that first matching contribution and helping the first $25,000 in donations be doubled, essentially, and challenging the rest of the Marshall community that spans across the nation, really, to step up on a day like today. Chris Jaspers, thank you for your gift. Lisa Lucas, Doug Lieber. Congratulations to Doug Lieber for winning the membership drive today. I think the number off the top of my head was close to 25 referrals that he had. Joe Gillette had he is the reason why North Carolina, I will go on the record to say that, has won the Community Impact Prize. I think almost all of his people were from North Carolina. We had some spikes there when we traveled to App State and we traveled to NC State. We saw a lot of memberships go up there, so we're thankful for our herd family in North Carolina. We are coming to you, and we will have more details about that soon. Casey Robinson, Becky Holton, Carolyn Souther, Brian Hatfield. Thank you all. Jennifer Goebel, Catherine Peeler, Josh Stowers, Scott and Leslie Thomas, Mary Beth Patterson. We shout out to Coach Gibson, Jeffrey Kelly, Aaron Smith, Greg Bunner. We will be in contact, and you will be getting your exclusive Marshall crew neck. We got to this group. I think we're there. Evan Williamson, thank you for donating. Devin Miller, look at that, the tester. All right, guys. I think that wraps it up. I don't know how long we've been on here, probably about 40 minutes, right? 45 minutes. Thank you for tuning in, for those who tuned in. And if you end up watching this after, if we store these lives, thank you for watching after the live. We appreciate our herd family. We appreciate Herd Vision and all they did for us to make this happen. So shout out to the Herd Vision guys, Ryan Vance, Stephen Lucas, Bryce, this gentleman behind the camera right here. I didn't get your name before we started, but signing off from the Dutch Miller deck, I'm Devin Miller. Go Herd, and tell your friends to give on Giving Tuesday to Marshall Athletics.